So y'all remember how PE teachers used to make you run the mile in elementary school? Well boy do I have a fucking story for you. So I was out on the field running my second lap and my stomach started hurting because my fucking mom decided to buy McDonald's for breakfast. So I asked the teacher if I could go to the bathroom and that bitch ass Trump gorilla looking motherfucker said no, so I just kept running and prayed to Michael Jackson that it would go away. So I'm on my third lap and I have to fart. And on God I pulled an Essa Barrett. So much shit came out that I could literally make a 4-course meal with it. And a chocolate fountain for dessert. I was about to fucking cry. Obviously I wasn't gonna tell my teacher that I shit myself, so I just said I felt like I was gonna throw up. So I go to the clinic literally holding my hands on my ass so nobody would see my shit. When I get to the clinic the nurse tells me to sit down, but in my head I'm like, bitch, if I sit down your chair is gonna look like the chocolate river from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So I just lean on the wall until my mom comes to pick me up. When I stand up off the wall to go to the bathroom my shit is smeared on the wall and the nurse looks at it and she's like, what the fuck? Was that you? And I was like, ew, hell no, and I run to the bathroom and my whole ass had shit on it, and when my mom picked me up I started crying because she asked what smelled like dog shit and she thought she stepped in something and I had to tell her it was my ass.
Oh my god, the funniest thing just happened to me. So I was in Ragdoll Engine, yeah, and I was just vibing, you know. And this girl comes up to me and she's like, oh my god, you're that girl from TikTok who made the video that was like, oh, this is a message from my mum. And oh my gosh, when she said that, I was like, huh? How do you know it's me? Because I literally change my avatar all the time, so it's not like she could recognize me from my avatar. And then I realized I had the exact same outfit on that I had when I made that video. But she was like, oh yeah, you're that girl who made that video, aren't you? And then there was another person in the same server who had seen the video. So I kind of just played it off like it wasn't me, and that I just had the similar avatar, but like, oh my god, people actually recognize me. Okay, bye.
I have a story. One day in 5th grade we were on a field trip. On the bus I was sitting next to this weird girl named Patty McBerry. For some fucking reason Patty was so excited about the trip. We were going to a fucking museum. What the actual fuck, who likes museums? They are so fucking boring. Anyways, halfway through the trip Patty McBerry started coughing viciously. She had a seizure due to overexcitement. She was shaking from happiness for the rest of the ride. When we got there Patty McBerry ran out of that bus faster than coronavirus spreads. She fainted because she was so excited. The tour guide had to hold on to Patty while he showed us around because she was too hyper. Out of nowhere, Patty McBerry broke free and ran right to the live animal section. She went to the gorilla's enclosure and smushed her face against the cage wall. Then out of nowhere she starts climbing up the fucking wall. Patty McBerry jumped into the enclosure and tackled the gorilla out of excitement. The gorilla ate Patty and she died.
My name is Lindsay and I have a hole in my throat from smoking 50 packs of cigarettes every day. The first time I smoked a cigarette was when I was 17 years old and I never stopped smoking ever since. I have 2 beautiful girls, Lindsay Jr. and Tiffany. You know, they're out there being successful girls that they should be, and that's what keeps me going every day. I remember the first time the doctor showed me my lungs, and they looked like the ribs I ate last Thanksgiving. My mama said, Lindsay, don't you let your lungs look like that. And they look like that.
So this was welcome to part 2. Okay, so the guy that came into our school was a prisoner that escaped prison. So he was like, where are you? And he stood in there for at least 10 minutes. Then we thought he left, but he was completely silent, and the teacher gave us a look saying, do not talk and do not move. So we all listened to the way he looked, and my best friend, the girl that stood up saying she would leave, got up and left. She thought that the guy was gone and she was going to get a counselor. So as soon as she got out of the room, we heard gunshots. As soon as the gunshots said that, I knew immediately what happened. I started crying, and I thought that she was dead. The guy didn't even try to come in the room that we were in, even though he knew where we were. He immediately left, knowing that he should have not shot the girl. Wait for part 3.
Okay, so after I texted her, she, on TikTok, she was like, I know it's you, stop it, I am about to hack your account with all my friends. And I was like, what the heck? How did she find this out? And then she hacked me, and I don't even know how, because there was a 2-step verification. And then I finally got it back because after like a week, because I DM'd Roblox and they finally gave it to me. And then I changed everything. I changed like literally my password, my avatar, and I tried to save up for Robux to change my user, and I did that. And then, but for some reason she still found out about my new account. So I blocked her on everything.
One time when I was 5 or 6, a teacher found a pair of shitty underwear in the bathroom and all the teachers had to line up their students to find out which kid needed to be sent home. My teacher literally went round the class putting her hand into our pants to make sure we had underwear on. I'm still pretty traumatized from feeling her crusty dusty old woman hand in between my ass cheeks. Anyway, it got to the last kid in my class and my teacher put her hand in his ass, and when she pulled her arm out it was covered in shit. The kid was crying, so was the teacher. One student threw up and I caused a chain reaction and everyone
creepy.
Let's go to kindergarten and in the toilet, so let's follow the tutorial to make another baby, because this one is shit.
Stop being sorted biatches. Now that they are gonna have it, I'll show you who I really am. I'm a unicorn. I am on a mission. Wait, what is my actual mission? I am not sure, Lulsey. Let's go and make a child. Oh, Shatney parents are back from kindergarten.
Baby.
Yes.
Not youthy, actually, baby.
Okay, queen.
I like your attitude, biatch. Anyway, I have seen this TikTok where the moment the kid do a stripper TikTok dance.
Okay.
Now from the top, make it drop. That's some wet. That's some wet. And I get a bucket and a mop. That's some wet. That's some wet.
My GF is spending more time with the poopy baby than me. I have to plot revenge. Let me look on TikTok. I can become baby's baby daddy. It's only a 5-year age gap. What? You say you told her?
I'm sorry, babe.
What? Why are you calling my brother babe, Monica?
Look, I can explain.
Me and Monica are dating.
WHAT.
Why did you or her?
Because she's me sister. Deal with it.
Look, bro, you cannot date her.
Why?
Don't you dare tell him.
Part 4.
One day I was playing Roblox. A few minutes later I met this guy and Adopt Me. We became friends. Then a little later we started dating. I gave him my number and we started texting. He wanted to FaceTime, but I had to go to my grandma's house, so I told him I would FaceTime later. Either way, I was a little nervous to FaceTime. Okay, anyway, I got to my grandma's house and I decided to bring my laptop because I still wanted to play Adopt Me with my boyfriend. I noticed that my grandma was on her phone the whole time. She literally never goes on her phone. Like when I went to say hi to her, she literally slapped me and told me to go away. Like, bitch, chill out. What did I do? Anyway, I went to join Adopt Me and I saw that my boyfriend was online. I joined and gave him a free giraffe. A second later my grandma jumps 5 feet in the air and she screamed yippee yappy wappy hoo ha hey, and she fell on her back. That was the moment I realized I was dating my own grandma. She got rushed to the hospital. A day later my mom told me she died. We went to her funeral. It was going normal until all of a sudden I hear the Adopt Me music coming from her funeral casket.
So last night, something a little scary happened. So I would call myself a relatively deep sleeper, and I don't really wake up in the middle of the night that much, or I haven't recently. And that was up until last night. So last night I went to bed around like 1 a.m. And when I say I passed out. So I'm sleeping and all of a sudden I wake up at around 3:53 a.m. And when I woke up, for some reason I was wide awake, not tired at all, not groggy, nothing. So I sit up out of my bed and I start looking around when I notice the living room lights right next to my room are on, even though I fall asleep with them off every night. And I have like this tapestry covering my room from the living room. And since the lights were on, I could see into the living room. And I saw somebody standing right here. Right here. So I jumped out of bed, swung the fucking curtain open, and nobody was there. I'm really hoping that was just a dream.
Bye.